We're doing really well on great writer and great artist points now. Musician points, not so much. Until I unlock the broadcast centers, we're really struggling on that one. There is a card that I could put into my government to help with that, but it would only give me 4 musician points per turn. It's every broadcast center you get another 4, which is really difficult to do. As is the case on any culture playthrough though, it's always great work slots that are the problematic factor. Now I don't have any of the great libraries or universities, I don't have Apadana, there's a lot of different writing slots and wonders that I haven't picked up. But you don't need those. It's all about having enough theatre squares, and at the moment you can see I've got 12 theatre squares and 17 cities. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at the very least on this continent set. Well, their theatre squares aren't done. Best thing we can do is chop them out, and as you can see there are forests and stones and all kinds of things that we could be chopping around. We just need to put the effort in, put the elbow grease in to make this work. So what we're going to do is spend our gold to just force through these theatre squares. That's kind of the most important thing. Oh, 855. The only problem about having a specialized Liang city kicking out builders all the time is that builders get very expensive very quickly. We did manage to find another city with coal though, and it's just right next to Kabul. Apparently we only get 17 named cities as Peach as well. It's hardly anything. Washington. Oh, feel like there were more opportunities for names there. Hobart! Look at that, it's gone. But, Mani, you've got to go. Go and do your stuff. Let's go and remove some crabs. I'm also working on a couple of things to help with tourism. I'm pushing the amount of trade routes up because I would like one trade route with everybody. It's a 25% bonus tourism, makes a big difference. I'm making sure that I keep open borders with everybody, but the trade routes, like a trade route with Mapuche, that would be huge because we've stabilized the tourist situation. Roughly speaking, I'm getting 2 foreign tourists every turn. Mapuche is generating 2 domestic tourists every turn. So we are currently 150 tourists away, and we are sort of frozen in that point. It'll do, but we want to improve and increase that where we can. Oh, I just lost a load of production because, of course, I've got ideology now. Never mind. Let's pick up something else instead. Coal and niter. We're selling both of those for quite a lot, so let's put those in. Now, we're speaking of getting more great work slots. I've been keeping an eye on this merchant for a little while. Canada is about to pinch it from me, but I would love a bank and a market where the bank has 2 extra great work slots, because you can put anything you want in that, including great works of music. Music is really difficult to do before you get broadcast centers, so yeah, that's absolutely one I would love. I've got a bit of a choice to make here, whether or not I go for a tier 3 government. Now, at the moment, you can see that I have no government penalty to tourism with any nation. It's because nobody's gone above tier 1 or tier 2 yet. All these different tier 2 governments, it doesn't matter if you're a different government, you don't take a tourism penalty. However, as soon as either you or the AI goes tier 3 or tier 4, having a government difference is a increasingly negative tourism penalty. So tier 3 is minus 20%, tier 4 is minus 40%. If I were to jump into democracy right now, which I'd be tempted to do because of the wildcard policy slots, which are, you know, quite considerable in that government, I take a 20% tourism penalty with everybody. That's big. So for now, I'm going to skip through it. I'm actually going to skip through it, go conservation. Oh no, professional sports first. Let's unlock aquatic centers, ski resorts, and stadiums. That'll make my nation much happier. Anansi, if you're ever unsure where to take resources from, just the sea. Like all of these crabs that can't be worked by any land tile. These are really good ones. Bam. Oh, that's a good chunk of science, that. I would love population growth, and I'd love it if we could buy units in with gold cheaper. Let's do that. I mean, production would be fine as well, but gold would be good. Production. Okay, we did get the 20% faster population growth, though. Hanging Gardens, Pantheon, and that now means that I'm getting 45% growth in all cities. We like that. Oh my goodness, the toads have a chariot. Well, here you go. When in doubt, destroy the local wildlife. Cut it down for theatre squares. Flood the gold into new amphitheatres, like so. And oh, all the slots. Hello, Mapuche. Can I have your books, please? Thank you very much. There we go. That's a little bit better. They've got a lot less great works than they used to now. They're still the tourism leader. They're still gaining tourists way quicker than anybody else, but I've probably just taken about 10 culture per turn from them. It's a little different, but it makes all the difference in the world, eventually. How bad is this? If we have a look at 85 strength Daisy Capital, you'll see that they're getting about +7 combat strength than whatever's listed on the map at the time, because of wall defenses and all that sort of thing. So even if I were to send a line infantry army in, that would be 82. It would be quite tough to take these cities. Not saying we're not going to, but we may need a little bit more firepower than we were expecting. Fungi Town, what I'm going to do is actually start getting you to build man-at-arms. I'm going to take 4 of them for now, but you're so quick at building troops, especially because we have the World Congress that's helping as well. Oh, no, that's not a good thing. Let's move away from that. I just think stealing a few of these border kingdom cities, they look so good. Why not? Why not? More combat animations. I am really enjoying these animations, to be fair. Just watching an ironclad rock up and blow a boat to smithereens. Beautiful. Professional sports. The regular sports just weren't enough. Let's get professional with them. Public works are still doing really good for us. Frescoes, invention, yeah, it's all okay for now. Pick up some more envoys though. Whenever you're in doubt, pick up more envoys. Envoys will always do you good, especially when you've got Anansi just burning through. Oh, all the extra science and culture. Lovely. I think Mapuche is getting a little bit suspicious as to why all of their fishing stock just seems to be disappearing, but we won't answer that question. Mozart! Hey! We like Mozart, and again, oh, this is so annoying. The 3 charge musician gets given to somebody else. Oh, well, at least we get the landscape artist. That is pretty good, and portraits after, but 2 more landscape artists. Blimey. We are managing now to get all of the trade routes to people, though. That is now to Mapuche, and we've got a bunch of trade routes available from this city over to Brazil and Australia. So we are slowly increasing our tourism now. Cultural heritage is well on the way, which means we're not far from environmentalism and social media, and my 500 culture per turn is letting me burn through this civic tree so quickly. It's rather wonderful. I'm not going to complain. It's great. Trying to work out where to put all the artwork is just the most complicated thing about this build. I think we're getting away with it so far, yeah. Just everything needs to be themed. I've got so much landscape artwork. If it's not themed, you're doing something wrong. Well, apparently that little island is the same continent as me. Oh, that's underwhelming. You settle a 1 population city, you go, oh, okay. Okay, my cultural alliance with the Incans has expired. And as you can see, loyalty is interesting. Minus 22 for them. Minus 22 for them. I am stable and loyal. Something tells me I don't want a cultural alliance with anyone else around me. I'll give them friendship, I'll send them an embassy, that's fine, and I'll even open borders with them. But surprisingly, an alliance is not going to transpire. We got Winnipeg! Sorry, Canada. I'm also going to take Peterborough over here as well. Question, is Peterborough, Canada a nice place? Because Peterborough, England... It's an intriguing place. If, you know, by intriguing, you mean desolate and empty. Is it the flattest place in the world? It's a good question, Matt. Wonder construction, excellent. Eiffel, I love you, Eiffel. It's a really, really large chunk of production towards a wonder, about 1,500, which is really good. I do have Bolshoi I could get. I've got Broadway I could get. Bolshoi is not a bad idea. I was gonna wait maybe until Estadio, but Estadio, again, quite expensive. It's whether I want the amenities for all cities, so much extra yield, or Bolshoi. Writing slot, musician slot, they're both so good. I think actually, you know what, Toad Town, let's get Bolshoi down. I so rarely get this, and it's actually quite a lot of extra culture that I think it's worth it. Now, I'm just going to quickly take off Public Works and put in, where are you? 2 more cards. Heritage Tourism is going to go in, 90 extra tourism. Oh, I love the engineering points, but I just need a better government. That's my problem at the moment. And Skyscrapers for extra wonder production. Just focus your government in on the stuff that you need. Bam. Okay, we only need 2 charges, so I can actually put 1 more charge into something else here. That's nice. Oh my goodness, 8 envoys all of a sudden. What is going on here? Let's go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these military city-states. Oh my lord. And now I can get a military academy in little Fungi Town. If I'm producing units, this city is going to get absolutely nonsensically fast now. Well, I think I'd better get banking because my toad farms, which is exactly what I'm calling them, will get more powerful. But then I'm going to go for inventory. Let's go for economics and then we'll work out what to do from there. Line inventory is not very strong. Not against Daisy, but I think it's probably my best shot at the moment. Oh yeah, and I can put down ski resorts now. Oh my goodness. The toads have machine guns. What's going on? Okay, sorry, I'll try and get the animation of that next time. That was pretty intense. Yay! I finally managed to wrangle an aid request from all of the flooding I'm getting. Now, I've got enough I'm still fixing it. Oh, you know what? I still haven't put a dam in. This game is like high luck and really, really bad luck all combined into one. Karma is a massively spinning roundabout swing. It's like a roller coaster, this game. It's like whoa, all over the place. But I've got enough allies now that I'm hoping this aid request goes in. That's what I'm hoping anyway. It passed. My allies are all voting down on it, but Bowser's coming to save the princess. Yes, lovely. Oh, how much is broken? Oh, that's not as bad as last time. That is not as bad as last time. Okay, that's fine. We can live with this. So I put Black Marketeer into my Magnus City a little while ago, thinking this would happen at some stage later into the game, and I was right. Look at this, line infantry army, 9 Niter only, 3 turns. Yes, that's 82 strength. These are the units I need to be whipping out, and as you can see, we have 2 man-at-arm armies, so we should be able to upgrade those pretty cheaply as well with the right government cards. Alright, let's see if I can get the shot this time of toads with machine guns. Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh no, I clicked off it. Oh, it was so cool. What a world. What a world we live in. See such glory. We did it! Another amphitheater! Yay! I've got more slots for writing. You got any more yet? No. It's probably for the best, actually. I'm quite glad Mapuche hasn't got any. Brazil is really hiking the price of its books up, though. It knows. It knows that I really desperately want them, and I can't blame them for it. Bolshoi! I have not optimized my civics at all, so I'm going to get 2 randomly chosen 3 ones, and they're probably going to be absolutely naff. Tier 2 governments, or other things that I've missed, like capitalism, or whatever. Let's have a look and see. Fascism and nuclear program. Okay. I mean, they're not useful, but I mean, I guess they're not exploration and reform church, so there are winning things here. Let's try again with a little animation. Can we do it? Yeah, there we go. It's only a little spurt of machine gun. Well worth seeing. I like this. I just sail right into the middle of them. Okay, cool. I just picked up banking, so all of my toad houses have an extra gold. It's a small bonus, but I do have quite a few toad houses. I mean, how many do we have? That's the question. Let's see. 28 of the damn things. That's pretty good. Mainly for the housing, I'll be honest with you. That's kind of the main reason I have all that. Check out this little tundra city. I mean, it looked pretty innocuous to start with, but honey, deer, deer, stone, stone, more deer, there, and there. I can make the most ridiculous toad house from this city. Ignore the fact that it's called Philadelphia. It's distinctly Mario. I think this toad house is going to get 3 separate improvements. Oh, I mean, you gotta say, that's pretty good. I believe with this trade route, that is everyone traded with, so we should have a bonus to everything. Oh, Mapuche now has a minus 20% tourism penalty for having a different government. Should we have a guess? What have they gone for? Let's think about this. Is it the naughty government because they always do that? Yep, so it is. Why does the AI always go fascism? What's going on, Mapuche? Everything all right? I think the best thing we can do is just sort of stand back and go, it's all right. Don't worry. Just when you thought this mod couldn't get any better, here's Toads as man-at-arms with huge halberdy things. And here are the Toads with line infantry rifles. This is such a cursed world. Oh no, scrap that. It got even better. The Toads have mining hats now. They actually have mining hats now. Oh, and this one's in a war chariot. Even though I've lost a little bit of tourism with Mapuche, I don't think it's currently worth going up a government because I'm not losing tourism of anyone else. I'd rather just keep all the open borders going. Such a handy little screen, this one. As you can see, we're starting to catch up now. I'm gaining approximately 3 to 4 foreign tourists every turn. Mapuche is gaining 2 to 3. It's still very slow. We're creeping in. It's actually greatly satisfying. When we put a camp down, you can watch the yields of this tile increase. Bam. Oh, so good. Oh, Toads versus line infantry. What is going on? Don't mess with a toad with a gun. This is not something you want to do in life. Seeing as Cusco is just here and its loyalty is pretty tragic, don't mind me if I just run a bread and circus project right outside. Oh, it's pretty cheeky, but not as cheeky as this combat between toads with guns and you. What was that? Why were you spiraling? That's not how you fire a gun. Another city flips to me from Canada. Yeah, Peterborough. Huzzah! Need to actually start chopping down some of these new theatre squares, especially because I've got so many spare writers now. They are just all hanging out. I've got writer, 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 musician, musician, musician. We are getting there slowly, racing towards radio and then computers, but science is not my specialty. Let me just put it lightly. Really not my specialty. That's a city from Bowser, and that is my first campus. It is absolutely my first campus. Look at it. Library and a university in it as well. Is that just a broken Bowser castle? I've got the animation for it being broken. I think it may now just be a volcano. So we may regret having this city very, very soon. Still though, I will not say no to a campus. Oh, so far I've been given 600 gold from this aid request in 8 turns. The good sign. Normally the AI ramps it up eventually, but the fact they're even giving anything, it's a very good sign. So often the AI just doesn't bother. I know I keep changing my mind about this, but now the toads are on horseback with knight shields. Look at them. Oh, I really want to see a toad tank now. I think that's my new mission. Oh yes. Oh yes. Toad on barbarian combat. Hobart Falls as well. Look at this. Hopefully, yeah, there's enough woods around this as well to push out a theatre square. It's my huge priority. Just getting these down as quickly as we can. Oh, it's another artist with landscapes. Yes, yes. We need them all. All of them. Anansi is actually really scary when you look at his combat animations. Love him. It's really cool. All the while, whilst my toads like survive cannon fire from around them, these ones are hidden in the jungles. There's nothing you can do. Now they're firing machine guns at boats. Instantly builds a factory and a workshop in this district. Use him twice. And then Goddard is next. I don't think I'm going to be sending toads into space this particular game, but, you know, even that phrase kind of makes me want to send toads into space, I won't lie. That's right, toads. Gun down the horse. Oh, why do they spin when they shoot? That's boasting. I think I just saw that right. My delegate, Toadette, learned that Australia had completed research on industrialization. Why is Toadette my delegate? Don't ask. Don't ask these questions. Again, just harvesting more theatre squares. There's one chopped out, and where was the second one I was about to do? Oh, it was down in Philadelphia. I had to buy a tile, but bam, 2 more. Buy the amphitheatre, go over here. Buy the amphitheatre, and let's see, does the world still have books? I'm just about to go over 50% tourism with everybody, so they're about to cut me off from buying books ever again. So this is just the point where I just want to make sure that I get everyone's. I think we may have every book in the game now. Yep, we have them all from Mapuche and from Brazil. Perfect. Well, in that case, we can actually start using my own great writers now. Yay! Jane Austen, James Joyce, beautiful stuff. Well, those are the 2 cities. We have this one from the Incans with an encampment, and this one from the Incans, also with an encampment. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get some theatre squares done. Yes, they have a lot of choppable resources. A lot. This one, not so much. In fact, actually, let's not even do anything more than just fixing the aqueduct. Let's go straight to bread and circuses, because I'm going to steal their capital. Well, I've enjoyed frescoes. It's been a very fun policy card, but it's time to go. Let's put in collective activism instead of Visselbanken, and online communities, 50% bonus tourism with every single civilization in the game, because I have a trade route with every single civilization in the game. Excellent. So we're now getting about, I'd say, 5 to 6 tourists every turn. Mapuche is getting about 2 to 3. Based on that, I reckon another 70 turns or so before we win. This reckons 31. I think that's probably quite optimistic. But we'll go for that. Environmentalism. Oh, we've almost got that now too. There is flight. Doesn't give me too much culture, to be fair. Or tourism, because I haven't got a lot of culture on the map. No unique improvements really that give me like culture for tile yields. And unfortunately, the 2 culture I get from the land of mushrooms, bricks and coins doesn't count. But hey, we don't mind. We don't mind that really. There's another theatre square there. And there's another amphitheatre. And I just made another amphitheatre in my main city as well, so we are finally getting enough space to put everything down. So quick, there you go, pop all the great works down. I've still got another one. Oh, this is what happens when you save up everything. It's wonderful. Oh, Broadway just got taken from me with like 3 turns left on it. I was just chopping it out and everything. That is mildly frustrating. Where did it even go? Mapuche got it. Oh, I could see it and everything. I just didn't bother checking the map. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, never mind. We're still up to 700 tourism per turn, and I've basically got none from naturalists. I've got none from tile improvements. We're nowhere near Broadway. This is such a low science run, a low faith run. Pretty much all of our tourism is coming from great works. Or yeah, like 614, and we've got 700 total. So, I mean, it couldn't be any more great work focused. Fine. Okay, I'll make a good Chichen Itza city instead. It's a one-turn build. I might as well do it, and we'll just pull in as much rainforest into this city as possible. Just make it as good as we can. This aquatic center, bam. Now, that range is this. Look at how many cities that covers. It's not all of them, but it's all the ones that matter. I think we've just managed 2 wonders in the same turn. Venetian Arsenal. I got my Pingala city building this a little while ago, and for the life of me, can't really remember why I got building it. Maybe I thought I was going to build a Grand Navy? Oh, who knows, really, but I've got it, and there's Chichen Itza. Huge amount of culture actually and production to the rainforest tiles of the city. It's very rare I build this wonder, and it's even rarer I build this wonder in any city that has more than one rainforest tile. So this is quite exciting. You get to see a decent Chichen Itza. Look at the yield. Ready for the yield? Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 tiles. That's good. For me, that's really good. Landscape artist. Another has been obtained. More portraits on the way. And there's War and Peace. I might miss out on Mark Twain, actually. Looks like Canada's finally going to get themselves a great person. I'm actually quite proud of them. Well done, Canada. Well, at the very least, my landscape paintings will now start to get plopped down. Another city! Lava Town! Has that got a campus as well? It does. Oh, it doesn't have any of the buildings, but it's still massive increase on my science per turn. Tell you what, this game is doing that thing again. I've had it on the last couple of games in a row, actually. Late game. Maybe, it's not even late game. Late mid-game? 170 onwards? So slow on the rendering of turns. What's going on? I wonder if there's a mod clash or something. Let me know in the comments. Is this something that everyone's seeing? Just me? Mod? No mod? Base game? Did I fail to make adequate sacrifice to the giant crabs? That could be what it is. They've snipped my CPU. At any rate, there is environmentalism, and here is a golden modern era. Inca's back up to normal. Daisy has gone heroic. Oh, we never really had an opportunity. Daisy's strength of their cities with field cannon, army, defenses, 92 strength. They've just been pushing way faster than we've been able to keep up. It's been a little bit annoying. What can you do? Harpies of Steam. This time I'm actually going to do that because I am building wonders everywhere. But 25% tourism across my empire, that is a boost that I like. I'm now getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8 tourists per turn. Mapushi's getting through. It means I'm catching up 5 every turn. I should capture them in 20 turns. Also, it says 15. I'll take it. 3 turns from broadcast centers and seaside resorts. I never thought I'd say this, but seaside resorts may actually be really handy this game. Minimum appeal of breathtaking, but I've got quite a few islands that may possibly fall into this sort of category. I mean, look at this one. New York. 1, 2... Got some over here as well, 3, 4. It's very late game to be doing this, but I almost need more faith to actually get a few things like conservationists, almost the opposite. Rock bands, haven't had any of those. Again, faith, problem. My loyalty on Inca's failing now, unfortunately. Yeah, their normal age is enough for them to recover. Let's build something different instead. I tell you what, this is an unexpected little outcome. Heritage organization. Tourism from great works of this type is doubled. If we can get double landscape, I've got 4 votes on it. That would be pretty cool. I'm hoping everyone's going to get very distracted by the diplomatic victory vote. Speaking of, I'll put 1 to Brazil. Trade routes to me as well. Excellent. World's Fair. Sure, why not? And it worked. It worked. Everyone was so distracted. They were all voting on random stuff. I just swooped in. Double tourism from landscape artwork. It's actually not going to be quite double because of the way that tourism works in Civ. It sort of adds the percentages. So it's 100% from Peach's bonus, and then 100% from the World Congress, and then 100% from Heritage Tourism. So really it's triple. It's not like double, double, double. It's just triple. And the themed also doubles it as well, right? So it's 400%. So if we add this up, this should make sense. We've got 4, 6, 10 tourism with plus 400% is, yeah, 10 to 50. So that makes sense. Oh, imagine if it was just a genuine doubling. That would be the most ridiculous thing. By the way, if you're ever playing a culture game and you see World's Fair, this one is generating great people points per turn. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to be doing quite well at this one. Oh yes, look at these tourism numbers. Yes, 2,100 per turn with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, soon to be 6. It's looking mighty fine. What's my trade route gone? My trade route with Australia seems to have just stopped. Is that? It was plundered. How dare you? It's a radio! Seaside resorts. Aluminium. Broadcast center. Actually, this is a really good tech for us. Globalization I'd love to use if I had enough cards for it, but I don't. Well, with all of this bonus gold, this gold I've managed to save up, I'm going to just start buying broadcast centers. Each one provides a beautiful slot for a great work of music. So far, these are the ones that I've been struggling to put down, but they're now worth a lot of tourism each. 12 to be precise. Oh, that's good. Is the aluminium easy to get? Yes, actually, there's some there, there's some there, there's some there. I'm thinking aluminium might actually be a really good way of generating gold with the market. The more gold I get, the more things I can buy instantaneously in broadcast centers. I tell you what, they're expensive. Culture victories have very expensive tastes. This, by the way, is why Mali is so strong at culture victories. That's before you even get into the faith generation they have, which is absolutely crazy. The gold generation and the purchasing power means you can just go through the game and say, oh, look, I can buy another thing. Huzzah! This aptly named city of Scorched Hill really doesn't know what's going on. Mountain blew up. It went from 4 population to 1, so all 3 died, and now immediately it's gone back up to 2, and it'll go up to 3 next turn. Let's leave that one alone. More broadcast centers. Pop down all the great works. It's 15 tourism each work. It's huge, especially when you consider the fact that we're getting, with most people, another 100%. So each great work is worth 30 tourism with each individual person as well. People forget this about tourism. I'm getting 30 tourism with each civ every turn. So it's actually 210 tourism per turn just for one great work. And I've got to get to 1,600 to steal 1 tourist. So each great work of writing is now stealing a tourist by itself in 8 turns, roughly. Yeah, that's why it's pretty powerful. It's such a big religious game. I like it when the AI gets hold of religion and it just can't decide who it wants to win. This is the chaos I want to see. It means no one's ever going to win. Hey, do you remember what I said about every single great work of music now being worth 200 tourism? Well, this thing, I can put 3 in. Yes, that's right. Load up all of my great works of music. This is why I've had all of the musicians just sitting around. She's saying that. I've actually used them all. That's unbelievable. Oh, no, don't worry. I've just done another one. I was thinking to myself, oh no. It's pretty awesome though. Up to 2,100 per turn with Mapoche. The golden number with Mapoche would be 5,000 per turn. Not even that actually, 4,800 per turn. Then we'd be taking 3 foreign tourists from them and they'd be gaining 3 domestic tourists. So this number would never increase. You literally do increase this 281 number by the number of tourists that you take. Oh yeah, here we go. Starting to count down now. For you. Oh, okay, here we go. Always keep an eye on the merchants. Sarah Breedlove. Whenever you're doing a tourism victory, she is one of 2 you must spot. She's in the modern era, Melita is in the atomic era. Both of them give you 25% extra tourism to a civilization you have a trade route to. At the moment, I've got a 75% bonus. That's 25% from the route and 50% from my card. That will go from 75 to 100%. That's over 300 tourism per person, which means I'll be earning about 2,700, no, hang on, 2,100 per turn. Maths. It's very good. 3,500 gold. Oh, we're going to take advantage of the Peaches Castle, that discount on great people. I think we're going to try taking everything to market. There we go. We can afford it now. Bam. Oh, she's so good. She is so good. Also, really annoying. The writer thing did that thing again. I got a great writer and then 2 immediately got taken. Do you see? 1, 2 on the same turn. And one of them was Beatrix Potter. And if there's one thing, game, I will not allow you, as a proud Britsman, is to have the Tailor of Gloucester stolen from me. No more twist. Is this the most efficient way to be getting tourism, just buying broadcast centers and nothing else? Probably not, but it's what we're doing. It's what we are doing. Vivaldi, get in there. Sarah Breedlove, get in there. Yes. Oh, it's so much extra tourism. It really is. Oh, hello. Canada and Brazil have all now taken a 20% drop. What's going on? Brazil, fascism. Canada, fascism. Why does the game always do fascism? What is going on? It's now on a knife edge. If I were to go fascism myself, it would do a few things. I would lose the penalty with those 3, which would mean I would lose the penalty with the tourism leader, so I'd be able to suppress that a little bit more, stop that 283 from getting any bigger, but I would gain a 20% penalty with the other 4. So overall, I get a little bit less tourism. It's not a huge amount. It's like, it would be 250 less tourism per turn, but I'd get 250 more tourism with Mapuche. My government right now has everything I need it to. It's got the 3 tourism cards. There's no other cards that I believe I'm aware of that give tourism. Everything else would just be quality of life. So if I were to go fascism, yep, I could still have 1 economic and 2 wild cards. So the only 2 I would get are 2 more military policies. I have logistics. I have drill manuals. Is anything else worth it? Not really. It's being brutally honest with you. Look, I've got aluminium and oil. Don't have really either. 25 gold per turn? Not really worth it. So in this instance, I'm not going to bother. But it's close. It is a lot closer now, whether or not that would be worth it or not. Ah, yes. The AI is refusing friendship. That means we must be close to victory now. Let's have a quick peek. Yep, just always be careful. When they refuse friendship, they refuse alliances, and that normally means open borders has expired with everyone. So you'll have to manually do that. Also at this point, even if you've got very little faith, if you did want to dip into rock bands, that's the card for you. Hallyu. Then you can pick any promotion. Go for one of the promotions that means that you work on districts at 2 levels higher. I think Glam Rock lets you do theatre squares. It means you've actually got a chance of staying alive. Then you can get the 2nd and 3rd promotions and, you know, do better things after that point. But just keeping your rock band alive right at the beginning of the game, that's normally the worst bet, by far. Oh, you know what? That's almost 8,000. No, it is 8,000 gold people are giving me. Yay! I'll confess, I did not even notice that coming in. And I've got a little 1-tile island. Yay! 144 turns for a harbour. Better get building. Rocketry. We can and must into space. Oh, Shah is actually pretty good. I mean, looks like Canada will probably just buy them straight outright. But I like guaranteed building of wonders. My trade route to Bowser has stopped. Please tell me that's just okay, yeah, it is. Good. That thing's worth 100% tourism. It's worth 123. No, 1,233 tourism. I can't count. I've been messing with the portraits so much at the moment that I wanted to see where I could go from Peach's Castle, and these are the places that I've connected up. But if I say wanted to go to, I don't know, this continent over here, Hobart or Brick City, you can see Brick City. There we go. It's got random stuff in it there. All I'd have to do is just change one of those portraits around. So this is like within the same turn. And now when I click it, I can now teleport over there. So you can basically choose where you teleport. It's a stadio. Look at it. Car parks. 6 culture per city, 2 amenities per city. Is it the best wonder in the game? We're not sure, but it's very, very good. We're finally up to computers as well. That would give us another 250 tourism, up to about 1,500, something like that. We don't need the bonus, but that would have sped this up a little bit. Oh, look how much I'm monstering the World's Fair, by the way. Look at that. I think I've got more points than everyone else put together. In fact, I almost probably do. Every musician is just the sound of victory playing over and over. Honestly, my biggest problem is finding new places to build broadcast centers, because we're actually starting to build them all over the place now. It's awesome. Quickest way I found is to get Toad Town to distribute its works out and about, because normally they all get like put in immediately into this city. Look at this, I can just go bam. Best bit about music and writing. No movement timing penalties. Art, you have this horrible lag where you put it down and you can't move it for 10 turns. It's very annoying. Hey look everyone, it's cultural Heg Emo New York State. Oh, I've been so excited to see this for so long. 10,219. Hey, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, we've done it. We've done it, everybody. Look at it. That was such a good mod. I really, really enjoyed that. Yes, having a few extra landscape paintings is quite powerful. And yes, having a little bit of a tourism boost. Although I did say getting 100% more tourism for landscapes, it's not quite as big a difference or a bonus as you might think it is, because it's all additive with the things like regular theming and World Congress tourism and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, it's quite powerful. Interestingly, I don't think think she's that much more powerful than Sweden. I think it's a very similar style game. I mean, yes, Peach's Castle did give you quite a lot of bonuses, but Queen's Bibliothèque, it's not that dissimilar. And actually, I don't think she's the strongest out of all three of them. I think she's probably the weakest. Bowser is very, very powerful. Just the ability to spam settlers out all over the place. Really, really useful. And need we say more about Daisy's Beanstalk? Oh, no, we have Marcus Aurelius. God's sake. I'm always getting Marcus. What is wrong with me? Buildings constructed. Very, very low building game. I played a very, very low science and gold game that game. It was very strange. Cities captured. 1. Cities founded. All of them. Districts constructed. That's why you beat the Deity AI. Keep those districts going down. Player culture. Yes. I was actually catching up on science by the end of the game. Curtin couldn't keep ahead of me. Faith was probably the lowest I've had in some time. That was a tragically low amount of faith. Gold was doing okay though. Most of it was trading, to be honest with you. It really wasn't that exciting. Religions founded. We still actually have the option to found a religion at the end of the game there. I didn't go for it, but we could have done it. Units killed, fine. Units lost. Oh, 2 units all game. Oh, those poor toads. What was I doing? And then wonders constructed. We did win that towards the end of the game. Very good. It forever pains me that the best way of getting tourism victories is not to leave a tier 2 government. Like, oh god, it's all blowing up. It's all blowing up. Actually, that looks really cool. Look at the Bowser's castle exploding. Oh, I love this mod so much. The level of detail in this mod, the game mechanics, the way it plays. If you've never played it, you have to. Go to Discord. I've got all of the mods you'll need. I have this save file. You can play on this save file. If you too fancy being squished between Canada, Bowser, Daisy, and the Incans in a very small space on what was supposed to be a continents map. Yeah, Australia got their own continent. These two share between 2 of them. What's going on there? You have to ask yourself, if a mod promises you toads lined up with guns, why would you say no to that? Oh man, could you imagine if we had a cartoony but also incredibly gritty Call of Duty-esque games, but it was all the Mario characters with like actual weaponry? That would be brutal. Let's not see that actually. That's probably not a very good idea. Let's not. Oh, ignore my ramblings. Ignore them. I really enjoyed that. Oh, 90 tourism in 1 castle. Again, Queen's Bibliothèque does the same thing. But what is going on with this late game turning? Like, look at it doing it now. So what it does is it cycles through all 7 of the AI. No problem. Each one probably gets a second and a half. It's all fine. And by the way, the context here, and I'm really not trying to show off, but this is just giving context. I have a god tier rig, right? My GPU and my CPU are very, very powerful. I've got all the RAM. I film and record this all at the same time, and the computer's not breaking a sweat. Like if I look to the optimization of my hardware, we're talking 40% utilized. Like it's really not that high up. But what it does is it goes through every turn, and then you see the animations for the disasters. So volcanoes and hurricanes and stuff. And then it goes into this please wait. It shows me as having the turn, but it's sitting here for about 4.5 to 5 minutes at the moment. And it's only turn 220. The only gameplay mod I have on at the moment is this Mario mod. And I've never had this problem with this mod. I don't think that's what it is. We're using UI mods. Any of these? But again, I've never had this sort of problem before. But it's 2 games in a row now. There's no patches. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Please, in the comments and Discord, let me know. Have you found a way? Is there a mod on the market that reduces late game lag? I already have a mod that turns off the suggested yields that a builder gets when you put the improvements down, because I don't know if you remember, there used to be a lovely glitch where you select a builder and it takes about 15 seconds for the game to actually select it, because what the game's trying to do is work out every permutation of improvement the builder can reach at any one point, and it's way too complicated. So that what is it called, like late game builder lag fix. There you go. I'm hoping that somebody knows. This is my appeal. If it doesn't exist, modders, please help an old Ursa out. Is there a mod that can be built to stop this? I mean, you've seen how much I've been monologuing. I've been monologuing, looking at the recording time for well over 2 minutes now, and it's still not done it. It's just nightmare fuel towards the end of the game at the moment. I don't know what's going on. This is an 8-player map. It's standard sized. It's not even that big. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help out an old Ursa, if you don't mind leaving this video and maybe the channel a like and subscribe respectively, it really, really helps me out. But what's that? I hear in the ear. Someone's calling me. They're telling me there's another game that's just about to happen now, but I must run to. I'll see you then. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Paula Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!